revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?
Serena Williams has been working out a lot to make her debut back into tennis. 44 years old, 2 kids. Who says that a woman cannot do it? But Serena Williams doubles is in trouble because she somewhat injured her knee while playing a match today. You know, Serena came out looking good, came out looking strong. Obviously, we all look at her and want her to succeed. Remember, Wimbledon is the tournament for Serena, the Grand Slam and all. She wants that. She has, 32? And the white woman, I forgot her name, she beat her in her debut at Wimbledon in 1996. And, you know, she's chasing that record and she wants another Grand Slam to tie with that white woman. So she's come out of retirement so that she can be classified and noted as the greatest tennis player of all time as far as how decorated she can become, okay? She done had 2 kids and she's coming back strong, playing. And, you know, unfortunately, she lost this match, okay? Let me tell you something. First of all, Serena is the greatest. Serena is the Michael Jordan of tennis. Let's be clear. Niggas was not watching no motherfucking tennis until Serena and Venus got up there. As a kid, when I seen them, ooh, like a man out there, bitch. I'm like, damn, they tearing it up. What is they playing? Oh, that's tennis. You know, I used to look, growing up, I used to look and I'm like, look at them white folks out there with them little shorts on and chasing and running and hitting the last ball. What is that? I don't see nobody black out there. So, you know, I'm really not interested in it, whatever it's called. And then suddenly, boom. Mid-90s, Venus and Serena, 2 black people on the tennis court, black Americans, that is. And tennis became such a hot topic in the black households throughout the ghettos and the community. Okay, Serena and Williams playing tennis was like looking at a Medea play. It just was a cultural phenomenon to us. So I definitely want to acknowledge that black Americans, man and woman, has taken a great interest in tennis because of Venus and Serena. They're the first, okay? We're still in 2026. We still have living legends that were the first as black instead of just, you know, being that. She's the first, and Serena has a lot of weight on her shoulder to stand up to. Mind you, you know, a lot of people have questioned her identity as far as her ties to Compton, saying that she has a rags to riches story that is not appropriate because she come from a middle-class family in, I think, Indiana, a prominent black neighborhood, and her dad chose to move to South LA to give them that rags to riches story and to raise them. And so Serena, but beyond the scope of that, you know, and all the reason I brought that up is because it was baffling to see Serena in this bougie ass 7-star hotel, fucking 5-star, picking up them people cotton in a vase and acting like niggas can actually afford to be on them floors when security attacking the shit out of us if we dare push the elevator button of the hotel that you were staying at. But, you know, Serena's back out here and doing it big. And most people don't fully understand why she got a knee injury. And I know why she got a knee injury. Because one of the side effects of taking Ozempic is your motherfucking bones start deteriorating. So Venus, no, you can't have that double with Serena. And the more longer she stay out there, you know, she's like the Ozempic version of the man Hamlin. You know, that nigga that fell out after taking that COVID injection. So keep on playing and trying to stretch your body out for coming off of that Ozempic, ma'am. Okay? That Ozempic is worse than any steroid that they could possibly test you for because your bones are deteriorating, even though she put up a good fight. Let's look at this match.
Serena Williams from the United States of America, age 44. And
the highlights. Nice.
Well, we've seen that before.
To me, number one, how well she's moving. I mean, that's true of most players on the tour now, but especially when you've had a couple kids and you're 44. And the serve, that's the greatest weapon.
Serena love hitting it down the middle. That's her biggest problem. She hitting it to them, hit it away from them.
It's a well-played point by Joint.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have did her nastier. Let's see if Djokovic is gonna pull it through. Damn,
was
telling you,
tremendous.
she couldn't run. It's not the age. It's that Ozempic in the bones. Nice.
Oh, you knew it was coming.
Game Williams.
That's nice.
Game Williams. Game and seconds of Williams.
Look at Venus. Shut up.
No. First one in the match, as far as I can remember.
Game.
Serena got knocked out the first round.
Game. Subnet Jones.
Maya Joy
6-3.
has just beaten a legend. One of the greatest athletes of all time that she watched growing up on the telly. And Serena's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
And we wonder if time has finally caught up with the great, great Serena Williams.
Oh, wow. That is so ageist and sexist. Talking about the time has finally caught up with the great, great Serena Williams. Man, listen, man. The only reason we as Black Americans celebrate Naomi Osaka is because, man, these hoes hold on. They be out there getting clout off of being Serena. Honestly, Naomi Osaka, she's really good. She got so many endorsement deals. She made more money than Serena by beating Serena off the back of endorsements alone, let alone all the championships and shit that she did. She made more money than Serena. And so now she coming out this bitch looking like a Dragon Ball Z character or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Do y'all see this shit, what she got on? Okay, she got that shit on, coming out there with this long, hot-ass shit and getting undressed, making tennis fashionable, okay? We seen Venus come out that bitch would look like some that belong on bedroomcandy.com, and we was gagging at that. We seen Serena Williams coming out there in these unique outfits, and all they can talk about is her humps and how big she is. They even put her in the magazine as a big angry Black woman with a big old booty. And Naomi coming out this bitch looking like a Japanese warrior, looking like, look at this picture right here where she got the green and the green wings coming out looking like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. And, people are like, what the hell is going on? White folks don't know what to do because they can't keep up. And hating ass bitches like Megyn Kelly got a whole lot of stuff to say. She got a lot of smoke with Serena and
What's happening at
Osaka.
Wimbledon with these divas, Rob, is a bit much. Okay, a couple years ago, we had Naomi Osaka, who couldn't perform. She couldn't be interviewed by the press. She couldn't be asked about why she doesn't play that well on clay because it was these nasty reporters trying to get into her head. Every other reporter could sit for that. Every other reporter got asked about their weaknesses. It's not fun as the journalist is zeroing in on their strengths. We always go to the place that hurts. That's what we get paid to do. Everyone can take it except for her. And then they changed the whole rule where like players would now have these mental health rooms to get ready in before they had to go play. And they have psychiatric counseling if they needed it. All because of this woman. Now she arrives to the U.S. Open in some head-to-toe white kimono, trying to look like, I don't know, some sort of a goddess, some sort of a queen. Now she's leaning into her fabulousness, Rob, and we're all expected to get on board and celebrate Naomi. Well, no, I don't respect Naomi Osaka at all. She's not tough. She's weak, and only somebody who is would walk in needing that kind of attention, as opposed to somebody who lets the game speak for itself. So let's start with Naomi Osaka.
Well, first of all, the outfit. I mean, you just normally wear like your athletic gear when you arrive, and you go underneath it, right? You get ready, and you come out, and
Maybe
everyone
a tracksuit
yeah,
over
like,
it.
that's what everybody's done. You think about like I grew up with tennis stars in the '90s, like Pete Sampras, Andy Roddick, Andre Agassi. If you go a little further back, like Jimmy Connors and John McEnroe, and these people were competitors. And
Chrissy Everett.
Of course. You keep going back.
What's her name? The one who married Andre? Steffi Graf.
Steffi Graf. Oh yeah, she's a doll. No, and you look at what's happened and what's changed. They were competitors. You look at like Rafa Nadal now, and I'm not the biggest tennis fan, but you can't not watch these people when they're competing in majors because all they want to do is beat each other. And you look at Coco Gauff, and you look at the competitors on the women's side. I mean, really on the men's side too. And it's like this generation.
Why are you bringing up Coco Gauff? She's going out there in regular outfits. You're just hating on this Black girl. I mean, Coco Golf, people are rooting for her. She passed through. She didn't get bumped out like Serena. You know, all these younger girls that are of different ethnicities, backgrounds, even Naomi Osaka, she's Haitian and Japanese, but Black Americans love her and we accept her as is. Coco Golf, even, what's the other one name? Stephanie, I believe. Like, we love our sisters and our Black people that play tennis. We need more Black boys to grow up and be men that play tennis as well. That has not been largely promoted. So Megyn Kelly is a fucking hater, and this Rob Finery is just a gay dude that just can't wait to drag Black women. Why are you bringing up Coco Gauff? She has nothing to do with this conversation at all. You're just trying to highlight and make it seem like these Black women who are tennis stars have nasty bad attitudes and they shouldn't be celebrated. Like, you're a fucking problem for this, bro.
Of like little weaklings who can't sit down and do a press conference, who are making millions of dollars off the court as well in endorsements, and they're not there for the fans. They're there. Look at me, flowing robes. Like, how do you want people to react to that? Like, if I brought my daughter, if you were there with your kids, how do you explain that? You're like, well, I guess that's what they do. I guess she's wearing that, so we have to honor her and clap and genuflect as well and bow and crazy.
Yes. Naomi Osaka was part of the Black-only dinner party that happened during the French Open. It's just so outrageous. Like, if you and I had a whites-only dinner party, if I was in traditional media, we'd get fired, you'd get fired from news, but you got a Black-only dinner party because that's a celebration.
You have whites-only dinner parties and events. That's ingrained in your culture. Like, why do you need to promote a white-only's party when that's like the unspoken rule? Like, they did a whole movie called Look Who's Coming to Dinner with Sidney Poitier to express how white people really felt about Black people coming over to their parties, their gatherings, where y'all say the hard ER at the table and we laugh and we joke and we talk about y'all too. So, can we come to the cookout? Can we come to your motherfucking cookout where y'all went and hunt the lobsters and the crab legs and shit so I can eat about $200-300 worth of seafood on your dime, bitch? Can we come over there? But you want to come to all cookouts and eat up all shit, huh? Get up out of here.
Of, I guess, Blackness, which is allowed, if celebrations of whiteness or not.
No.
And she was big on the BLM stuff, but you can't ask her questions about Clay. And she's shy and she needs mental health counseling, but she's totally entitled to call all this attention to herself in a head-to-toe white kimono as she arrives in Wimbledon. And I guess, are we allowed to ask about that? Or not? I'm not clear on the rules on what you can ask Naomi about and what you can't, because we're all just living in her world. And speaking of the weird behavior around the pressers that follow the matches route, which all of the players do, and most of them dislike, at least the losers dislike them, because you just lost a match and you really don't want to be asked about it. It's hard, but it's part of tennis. They all do it. Serena Williams, at age 44, decides to try to reemerge at Wimbledon. And look, hats off to her. She actually is the GOAT of female tennis. I think her numbers are even better than Steffi Graf. Forgive me, Steffi, if I'm wrong, but they're right. I think they might both have 23 Grand Slams.
Yeah.
Crazy ass, accomplishments. But age comes for us all. And so Serena tries to go back out there, and she lost. She got her ass beat in her first round and went down. And guess what she refused to do? The press conference after the fact, which was considered universally bad form by her. She's too much of a diva, Rob. She didn't want to have to submit herself to the questions of reporters. And there's a report out today that while she was refusing to do that, she was complaining to the Wimbledon organizers, who, since she lost, removed from her the ability to use 5 black cars, like the town cars that take you around everywhere. There was one for her mom, there was one for her sister, there was one for her trainer. She had 5, and she lost. And they said, we're no longer going to pay for those 5 black cars. And reportedly, she complained. She wanted them throughout the tournament. Period. End of report. I'm sick of this woman's diva behavior.
And she's worth not millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. She absolutely is the greatest of all time on the women's side. Not only that, but just as an athlete, 44 years old, they let her come back, and she didn't come back to the Phoenix Open. They let her come back for the first time. The first match she's played is at Wimbledon, which is one of the most prestigious tournaments, if not the most prestigious tennis event that we have every year. She plays somebody who has got a 3-13 record. I think is ranked something like 80th in the world. And then there's that little mealy weak handshake right there that drives me crazy. You are a leader. You are a legend in your sport. Give this young lady a hug. I don't know who she is. Or give her a hug.
Yeah.
She just beat somebody she grew up idolizing, watching, and someone she probably never thought she would play, let alone at Wimbledon. And what does she do? She gets this little wet, flaccid plan thing after the match because you just lost. You've got 39 Grand Slam wins, 23 singles wins. You're the greatest of all time. Give this girl a proper handshake and a hug and congratulate her, because this is a huge moment for tennis. It's a huge moment in her life, whether or not she ever wins a match again.
Right.
And at the end, walk into that media briefing room, drink your Gatorade, and give a press conference and answer every single
See
question.
what I'm saying? These girls are gaining clout, gaining recognition within their culture, within their country for beating Serena Williams. It's really like Serena is like in her Nicki Minaj era of tennis, girl. They just gonna hate you just cause. That's almost like saying Ciroc beat up Tasiki when we know that's a damn lie. But we say it just to antagonize Tasiki, to get more from her. Like it's very antagonistic. Like Serena, she should have stayed in retirement because they say she got a leg injury. Hold on, let me see. Knee injury. Say she got a knee injury and probably won't be able to play in the Wimbledon doubles with Venus. And that was a tradition. Serena Williams suffered a right knee injury during her first round singles match against Maya Joint at the Wimbledon Championship. Though she pushed through the pain to finish the 3-set match, the injury cast uncertainty on her highly anticipated doubles reunion with her sister Williams, Venus Williams. Well, the thing about it is, okay, so she pushed through on a knee injury. So she did that, and she had a tear of anything. She made it worse, even though her adrenaline stopped her from playing. So she definitely is on ice and gonna have to sit down, bitch. Okay, like I had a knee injury that made me sit down for 2.5 months, and I'm still recovering from it. But she 44 and was on Ozempic, and we already know. Hold on, let me see. Ozempic make bones weaker. Let me be factually correct, okay? It says Ozempic, and you guys know Serena Williams is the Ozempic queen. and had a whole commercial pushing an Ozempic product and stuff. And, you know, Ozempic does not directly make your bones weaker, but the rapid weight loss it causes can lead to a decrease in bone mineral density, okay? So basically, Ozempic can give you arthritis. And so before she started hitting up on that Ozempic, which is a drug that does not need to be FDA approved, just look at Kelly Osbourne. That bitch looked like James in the Giant Peach Scarecrow. Like, y'all done took some Ozempic that unnaturally lost weight, and now you goddamn bones is falling apart. Like they some fucking smoked oxtails and just been in there cooking in some lemon juice and lime juice and just slipping and sliding, and all the cartilages between your joints is gone because see that Ozempic was eating that up too. The relationship between Ozempic and bone health involves a few key factors: weight loss, impact as you shed pounds quickly. The bones are subject to less mechanical load or gravitational pull, aka the cartilages in your fucking bones disappear around the same time when that fat disappear, which can lead to the reduction in bone density, particularly in weight-bearing areas like the hips and the legs. Okay, the knee is in the leg. Muscle loss, roughly up to 40% of the weight loss can be muscle mass, because muscles and bones work together to support your body. Declining muscle strength can reduce the mechanical forces needed to keep bones stronger. Now, y'all know Serena always walked around with a big dump truck ass, giving Donald Trump a run for his money her whole career. Now she got on the Ozempic to trim down because, you know, Alex liked the little model types or whatever, and rode in the curb, but she put all kind of plastic inside of him and laid down and had two of his children at the same time. So she lost that muscle mass and wanted to figure out how to chop and resize her booty, and Ozempic was the cause of it, okay? It was even at one point, she looked like she was skin and bones. You would think that bitch was a clothes hanger, like a supermodel or something, with a big ass bobble head. At least she gained a little bit of that muscle mass and tone and stuff back since she been out there, okay? She might be 44, but she got the body of a teenager on the outside, but the Ozempic has deteriorated the cartilages in your motherfucking knees, and now you're going to have to sit down and can't come back to tennis. Nutritional deficiencies, a significant reduced appetite, mixed evidence. Okay, yeah, so... yeah, Serena, your cartilage in your knees and your hips and your thighs, you know, because see, you was bigger naturally, and the cartilage in your bones and protecting your bones and balancing your weight. See, because you was naturally a bit bigger, you had a lot more cartilages in there. And now, since you didn't trick your body into losing all of this weight, Serena, your cartilage and your bones felt like they too needed to adjust and not have to put so much pressure on it to preserve your body. And you done got out here trying to play tennis and ain't took no cartilages to replenish all that you done lost due to Ozempic. You better be glad you ain't go to the hospital. Cause again, you might be the greatest. The man took the COVID injection and fell out on the football field. You took Ozempic. Don't let you be the poster child. And let me show y'all another Ozempic victim, Kelly Osbourne. Okay, let me show you another Ozempic victim. Look worse than Mary-Kate and Ashley. What it looked like, even if you can't even get off of that shit, okay? This is Kelly Osbourne, her Ozempic sister, okay? How do you go from cute face with pink hair, purple hair, big girl, and they say once you get on that Ozempic, you can't help but lose weight. It's just gonna fall out the bones, and your bones then gonna be brittle and shit like that. So, you know, and I told you guys, Ozempic is like lime juice. It cooks your organs from the inside out. And Serena Williams finding out that her bones and the cartilages is just like some motherfucking smoked oxtails, and she ain't gonna be able to keep up. So that little girl beat your ass. You had a bad attitude and gave her the broken handshake, because, you know, at the end of the day, you just might as well get paid to throw the matches, because that's what's gonna happen. These little girls being your ass. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. What do you guys think about Serena Williams? The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?